And let's begin by turning on the light. Okay, so we are live. I am sorry, there was a little delay. But I am so happy that we are here, that I am here with you in this virtual space, and to talk a little bit about this very interesting theme, very relevant and important theme, which is duality. Duality. And it came to my mind, this theme, because recently we just celebrated the Mexican tradition, Day of the Dead, and that is basically what is being celebrated in this wonderful tradition, which is talking about the origins, and sorry about that. The origins about, the creation of the universe, in which basically the foundation is these two opponent, opposite forces, but that complement each other. And that is represented, for example, with the jaguar and the serpent, Quetzalcoatl y Tezcatlipocas, which represent male and female, day and night. And it is exactly this which we find in every aspect of life. And how important it is to create a balance. Definitely, I think that is the key element, and that is what I wanted to talk about, because this, at the end, this ancient wisdom, we also find it in Chinese philosophy with Lao Tse and his book, The Path, the Tao Te Ching, in which basically the wisdom was all about observing nature and not interfering with its natural flow. And he would say that, yes, exactly, every aspect of life would contain the two forces, the two opposite forces, yin and yang, male and female, yin being female, yang male, and that we would find in every aspect of life. So yes, and if we reflect upon that, let's just think about ourselves. We all, each one of us, you and me, we have the two energies, male and female, and it is so important to create a balance between those two energies. And the better we do it, the best we can live, because then we become a whole human being. My female energy is that which refers to love and connection, creation, arts, and the male energy that I have and that you have and that we all have is that one that takes you like to go ahead, no, with life, to do things, to build the strength, focus. If we just think about, for example, men and women, then as individuals, and how complementary to each other we are, because at the end, we are different. Our brains act and work differently because of different aspects, physical aspects in our brains that makes us have different ways of thinking and intelligences that are so complementary. For example, female is more drawn to the intuition and to have always these connecting kind of way in societies. Female, men, they have this more like focused mind, linear mind, objective mind. But between the two, we create a wonderful complement. We see it in our body. Just think in the heart and the constant rhythm of the heart. It is exactly the yin and the yang. Is contraction, is expansion, is diastole and systole. And that rhythm of life we find in everything, because at the end, remember that the origins of every manifestation is frequency. So this frequency has a harmony, has a rhythm, and you can see that everywhere, no? Everywhere. Let's go about like just mentioning different aspects: the mind, conscious and unconscious, ourselves. We are body, but we are mind. We are this material aspect, but we are the infinite one as well, the essential one as well. And Yes, day, night. There are like so many different examples: past, future, being awake, being sleeping, being in movement, being still. So all of that at the end, there's no aspect more important than the other, but in togetherness we create the whole. Even in cultures, in collectives, in communities, we complement each other. And the more I understand that everything is a balance, and the more that I get that each one of us is representing or playing a part in this whole play, which is life, then I will open my heart and I will open my mind to understand the other. Let's say if we are talking about a couple or a family, sometimes we don't understand how is that possible that she thinks like that. But what kind of logic is that? There's no logic behind that. Okay? It's because there is like male and female. There are like, at the end, we all complement each other as we can see in nature. And we are not the same. We are opposite forces. But that is the origins of the universe. That is day and night, completely different. And there is no one more important than the other. It's just a continuation. For example, in the Day of the Dead, this celebration, well, there was this deep understanding on duality in pre-Hispanic cultures. So then the Day of the Dead was exactly the celebration of that wholeness, of that continuation. There was no like, tragedy, sadness. No, it was just a continuation of life. So then, for example, in this celebration, it's just like to set tables and to set altars and to put all kinds of symbols and elements, just like to welcome them back, welcome the departed ones, our beloved ones, to this reality, to this three-dimension reality. Because at the end, that part of ourselves, the infinite part, the essential part, just continues its way. And that is nothing, I'm not talking here about religions, I'm not talking about just ideas. This is all more and more, and since a long time ago, well proven by scientists. Mm-hmm. Einstein would refer to that in his equations, how we all are more energy than matter, more wave than particle. It is more about the field and how we all are part of this entanglement. So this sense of separation is just something so cultural because we are so trained, no, to focus on matter that we end up believing that all what exists is just what I can see. And no, not at all. There's like a whole, and you will find in every aspect that complement this duality. Day, night, life, death, diastole, systole, male, female, sleeping, awake. Just imagine one bird is the perfect example, just the balance between the two wings. And observe the body. There's always such a perfect balance. Mm-hmm. Carl Jung would try to explain in this pleroma theory the idea of the whole, the void, which would contain it all. So yes, always, if you want to have like a deeper understanding about anything and everything, just try to think in both the opponent forces, which create the whole. And that is going to be also wonderful for your own personal life, for you to understand that you are not by your own, that you are not just like a separate unit, that you don't need to fight or to feel fearful about life or the others. It's just that we complement each other. And we as matter, are part of the whole. So yes, I would invite you in the meditation just to think about those aspects or those qualities that sometimes you believe you don't have, within yourself. And just that simple idea is like so limiting. So, that idea, for example, let me be a little more specific. If I believe that, no, the female aspect is like not exactly my thing because I am so like not creative and arts, no, I'm not good in arts, or in the opposite, no, I am not good in math and my logic mind is like so completely like gone, I don't know. No, we all carry all. We are whole. There's no lack of anything. But we need to open our minds and we need to open our hearts to really, really understand it, to deeply understand it, to feel it. And then with that, to celebrate our life and to create what we can create with no limitations. The only limitations are those that we learn depending on the culture, depending on the community. But there's no limit. Because as human beings, yes, we are matter, but we are energy. And by the way, we are more wave than particle. That means, and always, I always like to bring the idea, just the idea of the atom, no? And how 99.9, etc., 99.99999% of this atom is energy, is wave, is supposedly empty space. It's a lot of activity. And there's just that, like that tiny little molecule appearing here and there, and that is the particle. That is matter. Just that mini tiny, the 0.00001 of this atom is matter. So imagine that what you see or what you understand about yourself is just the tiny little part of what you really are. You are more energy than matter. You are more wave than particle. That means that you can really access that space in which you are, in which you can create whatever you want to create. And then that is going to be manifested in this three-dimensional reality. No, in matter, it's going to become matter. And there are some other sessions in which we talk, or I have been talking about how we are always sending and receiving energy because we are part of this entanglement called life or the universe or system or electromagnetic field. But we are like very constant nodes, just like interacting with each other and at all times creating this perfect, incredible concert. And the way it happens is with my mind and with my heart. So these two centers, plus we have different centers, energy centers, but these two, and by the way, much more powerful the heart than the mind, but in connection, we are always sending through our thoughts, sending all these frequencies, all these informations, and connecting with what I have in my mind. So I like so much all the explanations of Dr. Joe Dispenza, and he clearly says where you put the attention, you put the energy. That means that whatever is in my mind, whatever is in my recordings or in my programming or in my unconscious mind, or whatever I'm focusing on, I am sending that to the field. I am putting there the energy for manifestation. And then in connection, my mind with my heart, what is doing is creating these constant emotions. Energy in motion is the most powerful energy that we are. And this energy in motion, this emotion of love or whatever we are feeling is attracting the similar. So it is so important and relevant in this concept of duality of energy and matter, of myself as this matter that I see, and then the whole electromagnetic field that is surrounding me at all times. It is very important to understand that we need to create a balance. What does this mean? This means that I don't need to just focus on matter. I really need to feel the connection with the energy part of myself, with the essential part of myself, to focus on that part of energy in which there is no matter, and from there, just with a very clear mind and intention, and with a very high frequency emotion, to create what I want to see manifested in my material world. Because that means that, for example, if I am a healthy person or a sick person with a lot of diseases, it all starts with these frequencies, my thoughts and my emotions. That is where I need to understand that the balance needs to be created. It is not just for me to take my beautiful food and to do my exercise. That is one part, and that is very important when I am attending that part of myself which is matter, but also to attend and to focus on that part of myself which is the essential part, the part of the super powerful frequencies that are behind all manifestation, and that means my thoughts and my emotions. If I also work in that part, I am going to create real changes, and I am going to be living a life of balance. Because if not, it's like living in a 50% of my capacities and my possibilities if I just focus on matter. So talking about this duality, it is so important, and this is an invitation, and this was the invitation at the end. This was the message of Lao Tse. He would say that virtue or the art consists in learning how to create a balance between the yin and the yang, the two opponent and complementary forces that we find in every aspect of life and nature and ourselves. If I learn to understand that, if I am aware and I can observe that within myself and in life, in my relationships and in all of life, then my participation is going to be, or my contribution is going to be, not in interfering with the balance, but on the contrary, to be a participant of this constant balance. That means complement each other. That means tolerance. That means to open my mind and my heart. That means to feel love instead of fear. Because if I'm completely in fear, then I am not opening myself to life. I'm just living in the past, trying to control things and trying to repeat the same things that I know. So the idea of duality is an open invitation to understand that we are not just what we see, we are much more, and it is very important to create a balance. And I liked so much the idea of just sharing this with you, very apropos with the celebration, with the tradition, the Mexican tradition, that is just reflecting this ancient wisdom of people that were so connected to nature. And it is exactly in nature, in life, where you can get all the wisdom and all the real understanding about ourselves and about life. So Lao Tse, the Aztecs, and many other cultures, through their deities, they would perfectly represent it, this duality. You find it in so many deities in India as well. So yes, this is just an invitation. Then I was telling you about the meditation, which is going to be focused on you opening your heart and opening your mind to receive all that which you believe or had believed that you don't have within yourself. So you are going to integrate in yourself those qualities or that quality that you think is missing in you. Okay? And this is a great opportunity because, as Dr. Bruce Lipton also mentions, if you are not able so far, you have not been able to reach your goal or to reach your dream or to fulfill whatever is in your mind, it may be very probable because you don't have that program. And when he says that, he's referring to what we were, all this information about ourselves and about life that we have been accumulating since we were little children, all these beliefs that is nothing else but information about myself, about life, and etc. All this information is like the group of programs that generally run my life in a 95% of the time. Because 95% of the time you're just going through your day very much like in autopilot, being run by the unconscious mind where all this information is. So when you notice that you cannot reach something, a dream or a goal, and you are doing so much effort and that is not happening, very high possibility is that that programming was not installed in your childhood. So this kind of meditations is a huge opportunity for you to reach that part of your mind, your unconscious mind, and to install that missing program that then is going to allow you to make your dreams come true, to manifest what you want to manifest. That is the importance of going to that part of no matter, your essential part, your unconscious mind, and from there to create what you want to create. And then in manifestation, you will see it happen. You will make it happen. And the universe is going to cooperate with you so beautifully that you cannot imagine. All these synchronistic events happen when you are in alignment. Your mind, your heart, in perfect alignment. And then you are sending and attracting, and you are being this beautiful vortex. You are really creating your life. So let's do our meditation and think about that quality that you would like to have, and let's focus on that. So if you're ready, just get your headphones. If you want to have like a beautiful and very pure acoustic experience, and if you don't have headphones, no problem. Just let them know in your house or wherever you are, not to interrupt you, please, that you're gonna do a meditation. And yes, at the end, I would love to read some of your greetings and messages. I'm sure that there are like wonderful friends there, and I hope that yes, every time there would be like more and more participants in these kind of communities which are meant to raise frequencies and to open our understanding more and more about life, about ourselves. In this particular one, to let go of all that heaviness, all the things that you don't need in your life and that are constantly interfering between you and all that manifestation that you want to see in your life. So let's work on that and let's enjoy as we do our meditation. You just need to close your eyes and allow yourself to completely relax. So let's do it. I am going to turn off the light. And I'm going to put a little closer the singing bowls. Okay. Just close your eyes. Close your eyes. And allow yourself to feel and to be, to experience that part of yourself which is essence, pure essence, where you can create whatever you want to create, infinite potential. So take a deep breath and be aware of the sensations in your body as you relax your feet, relax your legs and your hips as you take another deep breath. Inhale in 5 seconds, exhale in 6 or 7 seconds. Enjoy, breathe, and relax your abdomen and your back, your lower back and your upper back. Breathe in Relax your shoulders, your arms, and your hands. Relax your fingers as you take another breath. Relax your neck and your face. Relax your eyelids and your forehead. And know that all is well. All is well. Life is wisdom, and you are part of life. So you can trust in life, and you can allow yourself to completely relax. Let's go together into different levels of relaxation. So imagine yourself going down from level 5 to level 4, and you are feeling more and more relaxed. And then from level 4 to 3, from 3 to level 2. And you visualize this wave of relaxing energy entering from the top of your head, going through your body, and then you go down to level 1, and you are there in the silence within, and you are there in this wide space of light, and you are just flowing in this universe of light. You are this awareness. Inhale light and exhale and relax. Create a rhythm, a perfect rhythm. You visualize right there in front of you an altar, and you observe all the symbols, images, elements in this sacred altar. As you are observing it, you realize that all the elements and symbols, images, they are qualities, and you continue to observe with detail each one of those symbols, of those qualities, until you connect with one that you know it's yours. And you bring it to your awareness, and you observe it, and silently you begin a conversation, an interaction, perhaps just a silent prayer, and you connect with that symbol as you observe it, and you take it with As you breathe in, this quality begins to integrate into your heart. You take a deep breath and you feel how that quality is now part of your heart, part of your being, and you feel this bright new energy within yourself. You breathe in, and as you expand your chest, you make it grow. You expand that quality, that it is all within yourself and all around you. Now it is part of your life. So feel it and expand it as you flow with the ancestral sound of the gongs. Feel it. Feel it in your heart and flow with it. Continue with your eyes closed and allow yourself to gently and slowly come back. To bring your awareness back to your healthy body, to a new life, a life of gifts and qualities. Take a deep breath. You are breathing life, and at the same time, you are creating life as you connect with the vast, high-frequency energy of love. So just breathe it in. Breathe life, love, feel and celebrate all your qualities, gifts, and talents, all the bright light you are, the whole and complete being that you are. So with that joy, just take a deep breath and just begin to move your fingers and your toes. Allow yourself to just open your eyes in the most harmonious way, welcoming yourself to life with so much love. So whenever you are ready, just open your eyes and just be ready to celebrate your life, to create your life. I hope you were able to follow the meditation, to experience the meditation. I hope you were able to see that quality, and that quality is already part of you. If you were not able to do the meditation in this moment for any reason, for some reason, try it later. This is such a wonderful way just to reconnect with all of you, with all the beauty of your being, with all those qualities or quality. So once you are able in your visualization, in your meditation, to see that quality, and once you allow that quality to be part of your heart and your being, it's already there, ready to use. So apply that in your life, enjoy of that quality, and many others that you have and that you are. Thank you for being in this virtual space. Thank you so much. If you want more information or you want to find many different options for your practice, your constant practice, for your personal process of evolution and growth and just expansion, I invite you to go to gabidelamora.com and click in the navigation bar. There is a channel completely made for you. You will find variety of experiences, meditations, visualizations, tutorials, all for you in English and Spanish. So explore it, and I will see you next Wednesday. Thank you so much, and I will finish this session and